Hey Libra, welcome to your Mars 2018 reading. My name is Camille and you are watching Millennial Tarot. Thank you so much for coming back if you are a subscriber, and if you are not, then I hope you like what you see and you will subscribe. I'm still doing my $5 personal readings. I will leave my email below, just shoot me a line and we can go from there. This month, doing the same exact thing I did last month, so 3-card spread, Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and then coming in at the end with the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. So, let's see what's up for you, my sister air sign, Libra. Alright, let's see what is up. Similar themes to Cancer. Okay, so we're seeing some momentum here in March, and then you're tripping yourself up, but we'll clarify the end. So let me show you what you got. The 6 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. So you are journeying away from something that was troubling you. You are using that Libra force of thought to think your way out of a situation and to get away from it. The 6 of Swords, talking about, moving away from something that is not serving you anymore. We have the indications of the troubled water and this calm water in the distance. And then, it could be read both ways. It could be read as your thoughts are keeping you down and you're kind of taking them with you. But more so, I see this as your thoughts are guiding you during this time and they are to be taken with you. And then, more generally, more literally, this means travel. It means physically moving away from someone or something in the recent past. But you're kind of good with it because we have you here in the Mars position as the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is single-focused, single-minded, off to get what he wants. And these are both mobile cards. So you're either physically moving or emotionally, probably both, or, one or the other, depending on where and who you are, moving away from something. And the King of Wands is compounding off of this energy of movement. And, he's on his throne. He's single-minded. He gets what he wants. And he is a person who does not care if he's liked. He does not care if he's loved. All he wants is to conquer his goals and to get there. So March really sees you taking on that fiery attitude of, I'm going to go and get to this goal. I'm going to do what I have to do in order to reach this goal. I'm going to do whatever it is, and I'm not going to care about whether people like me. Not to say you're going to do it meanly, but when we want to level up in life, there's always going to be people who are looking at us through those lens of jealousy and envy, and like, who do they think they are? The King of Wands does not care who you think he is, because he is the king. So you're moving forth to conquer your goals, conquer your dreams, and you're doing so with speed. You're doing so with charisma. Fire also represents that. And with vigor, and with fire, and with passion. And you're less concerned, maybe if you were in the past, about how others are going to view you. This is like a new idea that people might think is weird. This is like a move people might think is weird. This is getting in a relationship that people might think is weird for whatever reason, but it is charging you up and you love it. And then we see you at the very end, doubling over in your Libran tendencies to overthink, to always try to play devil's advocate, to always try to, being indecisive, which is a perfect Libra, not a perfect thing, but it's perfectly you, because that's one of your traits, indecisiveness. But the Swords cards always represents putting down the sword, taking off your blindfold. So we see, and you can walk away free. So these are things that you are imposing upon yourself. So we see here the 6 of Wands moving away with your swords, the 6 of Swords rather, King of Wands moving forth, more confident. There's elements of shame and turning your back on something and being upset and being despondent. And he's moving, but he's moving without all those things. He's moving with confidence and he's moving with fire. And then we see you still here landing at the 2 of Swords, unable to make your mind up about something. Let's see what that could be. Here we go again. 4 of Swords, thinking too much, in a period of rest, in a period of repose, in a period of rethinking your battle strategies, which you could be, because the King of Wands is fiery in that way. He could have left something in the dust. He could have left that fire in it. Something burned and blazed in the way as he was making his way towards his goal. A lot of Swords energies, Libra. A lot of you overthinking. A lot of you trying to come to a decision. We see you here resting, meditating. And then we see you here upright, still kind of meditating, but not knowing which way to go. Here we go. We're pulling another card. What is the clarity here? The burden of success. Wands. So, Libra, the story for you this month is coming out of a difficult situation, knowing that it's difficult, thinking about it, ruminating about it, maybe being a little bit upset, but taking those most constructive thoughts with you because they're in the boat with you. And, you know, some people read this card as your thoughts are wearing you down. And they might be, because we see your thoughts coming up here again. And then we have 2 and the 4. So then we have 6 here. So this is maybe a mirror image of each other. Maybe this is you overthinking, ruminating too much. Maybe you should have tossed the swords and just be free on the boat with you and these 2 other people, because we have 2 plus 4 equals 6. So that's kind of funny, overthinking, but you're in a different place, you're in a different phase in your life, you're moving forward with this King of Wands energy, this King of Wands charisma. Sure, he can be compassionate though. And, you know, moving forth to whatever that goal is and not caring about whether people think that you're funny. Think that you are doing something that is funny, different. Chasing that goal. People are looking at you weirdly. Whatever. King of Wands doesn't care. But then maybe you care a little bit too much. So it's like that, I'm gonna do this anyway. Screw you guys. I don't care what you think. And then you get there and you're like, well, maybe I do care a little bit what you think. You know, that defiance. And he's certainly a defiant type of king. And then we see the 6 of Swords represented here, and the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords again. So to the extent that you can let go of those thoughts of people looking at you crazy, thinking you're weird, all this stuff, and I hope that you don't mind. My computer is dying. This is going to be weird, funky weird, but I'm going to shift down here for you. And here we go. We're moving. We're 6 of Wands moving. We're King of Wands. We're not caring what people think about me moving my computer. We're going to plug it in so it doesn't die mid-reading. Great. Here we are again on the floor. But we're going to work with it, right? So then we have whatever you were moving towards and moving to conquer your goal, charging forth confidently. Here we go, you at the very end, the burden of success, and the 10 always representing the end of a goal, the end of an achievement and getting there, but not without its responsibilities. So whatever it is that you were after here, I do see you getting it. I do see you getting far enough in your strategy, far enough in your goal, far enough in your travels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that what you see is definitely graspable. And then the outcome position or future that is awaiting you is the 10 of Wands success, but it's the burden of success. So it's that 10 of Wands. I'm carrying all this stuff. Before I was footloose, fancy-free, just had the idea in mind, and I'm moving towards it with 1 wand, and then we see you actually getting what you want, and it's a little bit, it's not going to be too much to handle. It's not going to be, you know, you have to start from scratch, or I shouldn't have done this, but there's certainly going to be an element of, I have a lot of responsibility now, I have a lot of people who are looking at me now, I have a lot of people who are, you know, they need me, I'm more responsible, I'm more accountable to these people. And then you're carrying along with that all this thinking. But just know, this as you choose, you know, these are both, it's always what's going on in your head. Swords cards always represent what's going on in your head. And these are both cards of like, nothing is happening to you. You can decide to take the action. You can decide to get up out of this period of repose. Sure, resting and sure, thinking is, you know, good sometimes, but here, you know, if they're clarifying each other, the type of thinking you were doing and the type of thinking you were trying to get away from that was causing you distress is coming up again. And then here, the 2 of Swords also representing putting down the swords, taking off your blindfold, and walking free. And what you will walk free into, you're not going to be completely free of, you know, I don't want to say completely free of burden, because we have the burden of success. You might not feel completely, resolved, but know that you're moving toward this 10 of Wands, which is success, which is getting to the end of a goal, getting to an end of a phase, achieving something that is going to be monumentous. And to the extent that you can let go of this overthinking of it, the ruminating about it, and just accept this is where you are, accept that this is where you're going, accept that you're trying to leave it behind. Libra, it's looking like a very successful month for you. But when you level up in life, we always encounter like more shit. So it's kind of like that more money, more problems type of issue. Sure, you're going to get where you want, but it's going to feel a little bit hard. It's going to feel a little bit weighted, a little bit more gravity. We're taking it away from the thoughts. We're taking it away from always thinking about it, and we're taking that mental energy and turning it into physical energy, turning it into passion, turning it into vigor, turning it into actually moving. And then we're getting from that, from taking all this energy and putting it into more worldly energy, putting it into what can I do, where can I go energy, you're reaching success. And it's the burden of success. It's the burden of having to go through all this nonsense and the burden of having to go through this nonsense. It doesn't necessarily mean that your success is going to be heavy. It could mean getting to your success was heavy, but you are there now. So let's pull one more card from the Kuan Yin Oracle. Ooh, I think this video is crooked, but it's okay. I didn't want the video to cut off. So let's get one last message for you Librans. What is one last thing? That wasn't really a shovel, but here goes. The strength of you. Are you doubting your ability to heal or recover? There is nothing that has fundamentally damaged your spirit, your will, or your heart, no matter how broken those parts of you may feel at times. They have only ever been broken to heal stronger. They have not been broken beyond repair and never will be. Oh, what a beautiful card. So reminding you of the strength that you have, and we can see it here even with the representations of the card. You know, wands representing more brute force, more brute strength. And then swords representing, you know, etherealness, what's going on in your head, what's going on in your mind. And, you know, you're not broken through any of it. And, you know, you may feel at times like you can't recover, but know that no matter how broken it is, you will always repair. You will always repair, and nothing will ever, you know, you'll recover, is what I'm saying. This is my dumb way of saying that you will recover. So the brute force of moving on, the mental capacity that is needed in order to push you to move on. We have this guy who is bent over, you know, bad posture. It's like breaking back type of burdens, breaking back type of weights, like the camel that broke the camel's back. That's not what I was trying to say. The needle that broke the camel's back, or the what is it called? It's the needle that broke the camel's back, right? Not needle in the haystack. Oh my God! Don't pay attention to me, but just know that they have only ever been broken to help you heal stronger. They're never broken beyond repair and never will be. So this is going to be a month of strength for you, and it's called the strength of you. The strength both physically, moving forward, getting after your goal, getting the energy you need to summon in order to move forward, and both the strength of your mental capacity, not letting it handicap you, not holding yourself hostage to thought patterns, not holding yourself hostage to what you thought has broken you, you know, in the end, in the beginning. So we see elements of turning over and back to the camera, if these are supposed to be like photographs. And there's an element of you kind of feeling a little bit, this is a little bit heavy right now, you know, I can't sit upright, blah, 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 blah. You know, I feel like I can't return to the strength where I was before, to the strength that March probably still will give you, but your outcome is still, God, this stuff is so heavy. Just know that you will never be broken, and that what awaits you truly is success, and that marriage between brute force and energy and the strength of your physical body and moving forth in the world, the marriage between that and your mental strength, Libra, your diplomacy ruled by Venus, your thinking, your cooperativeness, and working with other people is what is going to make you shine this month of March. And it's what's going to make you succeed. And it's what will end this cycle of hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work. You know what I'm saying? Here and here, hard work everywhere. But your ultimate destiny is that you can't be broken and that success is on the way. The burden of success is not the success itself. It's everything we had to do to get there. So just know that once you get there, it's over and you can rest easy. So Libra, this has been your funky dunky reading. Thank you for dealing with my change of scenery here. And I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in April. You will not be broken, ever.